What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo. I'm back with more NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures, again from that original 1990s movie, and this time we have the Casey Jones and Raphael in disguise 2-pack. So these are very cool. So we have Casey Jones, of course the human character that comes and joins the turtle and has all sorts of weapons stuff, fights along with him, wears the hockey mask, so very awesome for that. And then we got Raphael in disguise, so he's got the trench coat on, comes with the hat, so he's not as noticed as much when he goes out in public and everything, so he hides under that disguise. So very awesome set for this, and of course you can take the trench coat off and just have a basic Raphael. So that's awesome as well, but I'm excited for this pack because it just looks awesome. And of course on the package here we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo there at the top, picture of the 4 turtles down in the sewer from the movie. If we turn to the side, there's pictures of Casey's on the side there, and then around on the back says Casey Jones versus Raphael, the 4 turtles down there, and then we have Casey and Raphael kind of fighting off with each other when they first meet each other because they both think they're bad guys. And then we got Raphael pictures there on the side. So I'm excited to open this setup and check these figures out, so let me go ahead and get them open and we'll do that together. So here are our 2 characters out of the box and they look awesome, of the Casey and Raphael. So I went ahead and took Raphael's disguise off just so we could see him in the actual turtle form, and then we'll put the disguise back on. But the Casey looks awesome as well. I don't like his arms. His arms look a little bit weird just the way they are, kind of throws some of it off, but the rest of his body looks, you know, pretty spot on to Casey and everything. So let's go ahead and look at Casey first. So here's a look at him. Since he is obviously just a human, we just have you know, a normal human guy here. He's in a sweatpants, a white t-shirt or white button-up shirt or something like that with a leather vest on over the top, and then he has the hockey mask on hiding his identity and stuff, and his longer hair. With this we'd usually get like an unmasked head, but there was like issues with the actor and stuff, but I do believe they are going to re-release Casey with the actual actor's face on under there, but I think it looks much better with the hockey mask on. But otherwise he just looks very normal humanish. There's nothing too great about it. Like without that hockey mask I wouldn't think this is a great figure at all, but yeah, he just looks very normal humanish and stuff. But for his movements, so his head there can twist side to side. He can look up and down just a little bit of movement there. Shoulders do come up to 90 degrees there and can rotate all the way around. We have that double elbow joint once again, that if you bend, you can get it to bend at both pieces and allows it to bend up that far, which is pretty good. And as you saw, it also has the rotation in it there. Then we have his wrist that can twist around and flex back and forth. Doesn't feel like he has any sort of ab crunch or anything. He feels pretty solid, but he does have a waist twist, so he can twist around there at the waist. For his hips, they can come up a little bit there. They can't fully get to the 90 degrees, unfortunately, and then can go out to the side just a little bit there. We have a single knee joint that bends up to just about 90 degrees there and has a little bit of the rotation in it. And then his foot can flex back and forth there and twist side to side. And I do also like how he does have, like, you know, the actual like tennis shoes and stuff for the time with the socks showing underneath there going into the pants legs, so that's pretty awesome there for his feet. So as I said, he's just like a basic human, so not really a whole lot to him, so I'm glad he does have the mask at least to make it be worth something to me. But he does come with a bunch of accessories, so we got a bunch of hands. So we have just like a set of hands here where they have some like grip, so it looks like a smaller grip size, and then we have some extra hands with a little bit more of a grip on it, and then like an open like pointing finger style hand, but the fingers kind of all bent up a little bit. And then he also comes with a bunch of weapons. So for Casey, obviously carries around a bunch of weapons and uses different ones. So like first we have a little golf club here, so we have a driver of some sort. We have a hockey stick, but it looks more like the goalie hockey stick. And then we have his bag full of weapons here. So we have just a normal style hockey stick. We have a cricket bat, it looks like, so like the flatter bat there. And then we get 2 normal baseball bats that have some like wrappings around them though, so those are pretty cool. And then we also have the normal hockey stick there as well. So we can take different ones of these and put them in his hand stuff, and maybe try to get this bag around him. I don't know how well or easy it'd be, and especially with the strap, I feel it's going to break pretty easily, but we can try and get this around him. So there I got the hockey stick in Casey's hands, and that looks pretty awesome. Now he's ready to join up with the turtles, fight along, take out some foot soldiers, so that looks awesome there. And that brings us to Raphael, and he looks awesome here. So it looks, of course, just like the turtle, but based on the movies. So I have the spots and stuff all over their body, which look kind of gross, but I think it looks pretty good overall. He just looks like, you know, just giant humanoid turtle, which is what he is. And of course, it's Raphael, so he has the red headband wrapped around his head, and I like the tie and stuff with the little tails hanging down there. It has the turtle shell, of course, which are very nice details and texture and everything on the turtle shell, even like all the scrapes and splinters and stuff, so they can tell they've been in fight. Has the bell around his waist that has the 2 holders there for his size. Has the elbow pads and knee pads, ties there right around his wrist as well. So just looks very awesome. Of course, the 2 toes and the 3 fingered hands just looks very awesome and very much like the classic Ninja Turtles. So for his movements, his head there can twist a little bit side to side there. It can kind of probably force it to get him to look all the way around a little bit more, and he can look down and look up. So pretty decent movements there in the head. Shoulders can come up there under 90 degrees, unfortunately, and can rotate around. We have a double elbow joint there that can bend up about that far. It's kind of hard with the thick thick elbow pad there, but it only bends up there probably close to 90 degrees. And of course at the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. Not much of an ab crunch or anything in here since it's turtle pretty solid, but he does have some movements probably where like his upper body connects, probably like around in here. So he has a little bit of movement in there, and you can't see even like some of like the turtle shell pieces, or where the stuff that holds the shell onto the turtle looks kind of weird and stuff. But he has a little bit of rocking side to side and stuff in there. So not a whole lot of range, but there is some movement there. The hips can come up a little bit there if you kind of get them with force. You get closer 90 degrees, can go up to the side a little bit. Has the double knee joint here that can bend up that far in the back and has a little bit of a rotation in it. And then we have the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. So it seems like pretty standard movements for what we've seen in the turtles, especially with like the cartoon ones. So it's probably just that same base body, but they just repainted it into this form. So he comes with a lot of accessories. So he comes with some additional hands. So we have two like side hands, the classic ones where you can have the sides like sticking out with the blades forward. So we have the two hands for that, or it could be like he's doing the middle fingers. And then we also get some like open, more just flat style hands that you could switch out since he already has two grip hands. And speaking of, he does come with the two sides. So we have the two sides there, which look awesome. And again, they do have the little holes there on the belt, so you can take and slide them down in there just to store them right on the belt. But we can go ahead and just put them in his hand since he does have a grip hand already. We can just slide him right in there, and so there he's got the size. He also comes with a slice of pizza since his turtle, of course, they love eating pizza, so it comes with this weird looking slice of pizza, which actually looks kind of gross. Don't really like that too much, but he's got a piece of pizza. And then we also have a disguise outfit, so we have his little hat we can put on. He has his rain jacket here, again, of course, to help hide his shell and everything there. And then he even comes with a backpack that can go on the back. So a nice little green backpack there. And then I assume also with the hat and stuff, we also get two additional headband ties so that can fit in with the hat, so you can get it easier onto his head and stuff. So we have two additional tail pieces there. It looks like the bands are just twisted around a little bit differently. So we got those. So let me try and get this back onto his body. It was a little bit hard to get off, but let me see if I can get it back on. So there I got the disguise back on him, and actually wasn't too bad. The hardest part was just getting the backpack, just because the bands are so thin and got to be careful with trying not to break those. So again, the backpack on was the worst part. The jacket went on pretty easily with no big issues there at all, but I got the size back in his hands. And one of the worst parts is his hat, because his hat doesn't sit on very well, and it seems like it's supposed to be kind of held on with the tie of his headband there. It kind of sticks on there and then just kind of sits on his head, so it's kind of up off of his head a little bit, so it looks a little bit dorky, but you could just kind of get it adjusted there. So overall, I don't like the disguise. I think I like just normal Raphael much better, but the disguise is pretty nice that it is thrown in here, and it is, you know, part of the movie and everything, so it kind of fits in pretty well. So we can have Raphael over here coming across Casey for the first time, where they meet up and again both think each other are bad guys and kind of have a little face off against each other before they become friends. But still an awesome great set here with the Casey and Raphael 2-pack. Pretty nice set, you know, pretty basic figures, nothing too exciting about it. The Raphael's awesome because it's the first turtle we've got from the movie figures, so that's awesome to me. And the Casey, like I said, is just a little bit boring to me. I wish he was just more than a human, but I still think this is an awesome pack. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed my review, please hit that subscribe button. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.